What is up, guys? Mark here for another X and Y battle, and I don't know if you can see that entirely, so I'm going to back it up. There we go. Today we have another battle against some guy off Serbia, and if you look at my team, it will just get destroyed by fire, and I'm fearing that Charizard right now, or during this battle. Like, that is my biggest threat. It can take out my Lucario, my Scizor, and my Aegislash. So, I predicted in the lead with Scarm. He did not. He probably predicted me to predict that. Led with Rotom. I led with Schlong because he is probably the best lead. Now, he goes for Volt Switch. I was wondering if he was like speed, EV trained in speed and special, because that did a lot of damage to my especially defensive Rotom. So I am going to go for Volt Switch as well, and he switches into Chansey, who takes the Volt Switch very nicely. I go into Scizor now to scare out this Chansey. Knowing that he's going to switch, I go for the U-turn onto whatever, because I know I can hit whatever, and he goes into Scarm. So U-turn that out. And Promises is being entered. So I U-turn out into my sword to pretty much just like taunt him into whirlwinding me out. So he's going to set up a layer of spikes. I'm going to Swords Dance on that to like just taunt him. I know he's going to whirlwind me out. So get a plus 2 up there. Get another one up, and since I went first, I knew he was whirlwinding this turn. So he whirlwinds me out, which is all fine because I don't care what I go into. And he whirlwinds me out into my Greninja. Now, Greninja is not bulky at all, but I just go for the Ice Beam, knowing that whatever he switches into besides a Zoomer will not appreciate it. Except for Chansey. So right now, hoping for the freeze, which I'm not going to get, and it does absolutely nothing to this Chansey. And Cloud Banging, but oh well. So I go into Hitmon top here to scare out this Chansey. He's going to use Toxic Mist, thank God, because this Hitmontop saved me in the future. He is going to switch out, obviously, into his Scarm. I knew that, so I just went for the Fake Out just in case. You never know. So, Scarm doesn't do anything to it. I just want to use Fake Out. And then I go for the Mach Punch to judge damage, and my Technician Mach Punch doesn't do a lot, so yeah. I think he thinks that he's faster than me, but Aegislash is just so slow. So I go for the Rapid Spin here, and I don't know what he's thinking, but he goes for the Whirlwind after I Rapid Spin, which is great for me because that just means that I get a free switch with no damage. So he whirlwinds me back out to, he whirlwinds me out to Aegislash, or Schward as I like to call him. So he's going to set up spikes. I am going to go for one Sword Dance. Yep. Knowing that he's most likely going to whirlwind me out again. So I go straight for the Shadow Sneak here, knowing that Whirlwind's coming. I just wanted to get off damage before that happened, so get a crit there. I don't think it really mattered because of what happens. But anyways, I got a crit. He whirlwinds me out to Rotom, who will take anything that this Scarm has, especially his whirlwinds. So he's going to withdraw, knowing that I have the Volt Switch and that it will probably kill. So it goes back into Chansey. And I predict this, go for the Will-O-Wisp to get it off on the Chansey. And get a couple hits of damage off. Then I'm going to Volt Switch out into, I think, my Lucario. So yeah, Lucario's debut. Got a shiny one, which is awesome. So, shiny Lucario comes up, and he's going to use Heal Bell to get rid of that burn. Lucario was the safest choice because he couldn't Toxic me. But he's going to obviously switch out, as I did not expect Skarm to come. I sort of did, but then again I didn't. I was thinking more Rotom, but I Mega my shiny Lucario, which looks absolutely amazing. Go for the close combat. Now this is powerful right here, and just kills that thing. You saw its life go down, just destroyed it. So it's all good for me. And he sends out Rotom, and I really did not want to stay in because I didn't know what I had. I did not want to get Will-O-Wisp, so I was debating who I wanted to get Will-O-Wisp, and I decided my Rotom's the best thing to get Will-O-Wisp. But he goes for Thunderbolt, probably predicting my switch out. I survive. Citrus Berry gives me a little bit of health, not enough to survive, and I'm obviously slower. And now I know that this guy's Scarfed because just how he's playing around everything, how he's switching out a lot, means that this Rotom's most likely Scarfed. So I'm gonna go into my Greninja to prove this because I needed my Greninja's fast, and if this thing's faster than my Greninja, then it's obviously Scarfed. So yeah, it is Scarfed, and I lose Greninja for the sake of figuring out that it is Scarfed, which is important. So then I'm going to go out to Scizor, and I'm going to go for the Night Slash because to me, it was the best option at the time. He's going to go into Azumarill. I don't know if he knew Azumarill was fairy or not, but it was a nice prediction because I don't know if he predicted Night Slash or not, but it happened. So I go for the Bullet Punch. It does a little bit. Not as much as I wanted to, but he helps me out by belly drumming, which pretty much kills his Azumarill for me, which is nice. So the Bullet Punch will finish it off, which is, yep, there goes a big threat. And he's going to go into Charizard now, and he predicted my switch out, but I didn't have anything to switch out to, so I just stayed in. And he Mega Evolves, which is great for me because now I can Bullet Punch into neutral damage instead of not very effective damage. So the Bullet Punch does a chunk. He Dragon Dances, which is sort of scaring me a little bit right now. But anyways, I'm going to Bullet Punch again just to get off a few more hits of damage. He is going to do the greatest thing I have ever seen ever, which is Flare Blitz a full HP Scizor. And the recoil damage is the best thing I have ever seen because it takes him down to yellow, and I bring in my Hitmontop to clean up the mess. So Fake Out, I'm just going to fake it out. It does a lot actually, which is awesome. Now I know that my Mach Punch is going to kill, so go for the Mach Punch, finish off the biggest threat to me, and then he's going to go into Tyranitar. And Tyranitar wasn't that big of a threat, so I'm just going to straight up Mach Punch everything that comes in now, because that's the best thing to do. Hitmontop puts in a lot of work this game, which is great because this thing took forever to get. Because I had to train it, and then I had to figure out that Technician is only passed on to Steadfast Nature, which was annoying, because I had a Guts one, and it got intimidating, and I was pretty upset. But it paid off in the end, because this thing's a tank. So he sacks Chansey, pretty much. I can't believe I survived that, though. But yeah, sacks Chansey, trying to get off a little bit more Sandstorm damage onto my Hitmontop, so that Sandstorm will pretty much kill it off, but that's not going to happen because Hitmontop is a tank. And yeah, he's a straight up tank. He can take whatever he wants. I didn't get to test out what he has on, the item he has on, but oh well. So he goes into Rotom. I'm going to Mach Punch this thing just to get off some damage on it. It does a lot actually, which means that he is not invested in defense because that should not have done that much. Or maybe it should have, I don't know. But I don't think it did. I don't think it should. So he is going to take some damage. I'm going to go into Sword, my Sword of Doom. I'm just going to go for the Sacred Sword here. I think. No. Oh, I'll go for King Shield to try and get my spike damage off me by lefting up. But I don't know what he thought. But I go for King Shield again, predicting the Earthquake, trying to get some more health so I can take it. And yeah, I didn't want to take damage. But now I have to. So he goes for Crunch, which does a lot to me in defense mode. But I'm able to survive and go for the Sacred Sword to kill this Tyranitar. So now it's down 2-1. I have Aegislash and Lucario left. But my Lucario is Mega Lucario, which means that this guy's going to have a problem dealing with it. And I still have a free hit on him with my Shadow Sneak. So this match is pretty much over at this point because my Lucario does carry the extreme speed. So Shadow Sneak the Rotom, get it down to a range where extreme speed is going to definitely kill. He's going to Hydro Pump me, not a problem. Aegislash did what it was supposed to do, which was take out Tyranitar and get some damage onto this Rotom. So Lucario comes back in to clean up Aegislash's mess of this Rotom by straight up going for the extreme speed. Now Mega Lucario shiny looks amazing. So yeah, that is the game. Finished 1-0, which is a good match. So yeah, if you guys liked it, subscribe. Comment if you have any suggestions for what Pokemon I should make, because I need some. And see you later.